fade. I'll walk your same path.
Hello all and welcome back to Cerberus Gamers Rogue Trader Group. I'm Richard. I will be the GM for the evening. Care to reintroduce yourselves to these players?
Who the fuck are you? No, I'm not Malari.
Fuck you, talking it.
Who the fuck you talking to?
Well, the swearing started early this evening.
Hey, as you can tell, I'm Gromlek. Pleased to meet your acquaintance, guys.
I'm Luther.
You have to speak up, Luther, Connie.
I'm Luther. Project. I am projecting. I'm just getting me notes.
Gromlek, Luther.
You never guessed we were near Christmas, would you?
No, we've done the Christmas episode.
I know we've done the Christmas episode. That doesn't mean we're not recording this on December the 23rd.
And Justin, we all have
New
Cerberus
t-shirts.
Gamers tops.
All thanks to Ruthless Toothless.
Yeah, shout out to Rufus Toothless.
Happy days.
Yeah.
Let's get doing this.
So, a quick recap of last time. You travelled through Port Wanderer, right on the edge of the Coronus Expanse, and you found out some information regarding the intended destination of the mysterious jackal, who has clearly taken the identity of Amelie's elder brother Solomon, and has used it to steal his ship. You know that he was heading for the Verino system, and his crew at least seemed to believe it was because they were planning to do some treasure hunting once they got there. So, we begin with you making best speed to the Verino system, hoping to catch up with the Mars-class battlecruiser, the Glory of Chiron. We begin while your ship is pretty deep in the warp as these things go. The warp is very, very choppy at the moment, as you currently attempt to thread the needle between two warp storms, one on either side.
Thread the needle. Isn't that right?
As with last time, we're going to take a quick trip to the med bay, because of course you got a bunch of shrapnel in the chest last time.
Right.
So you get to spend some time with Tabitha.
Did you?
Yay.
Wait, so you took damage?
I
thought
did
you-
take
She
damage.
took a lot of damage.
Oh, I thought she managed to shrug it off.
No,
I
took
shrugged it
damage.
off. I was like, so good.
Just come through me in the line of fire.
Hey! You were right fucking offensive, man.
It's a shame I didn't have that skill at the time, huh? The one
Yeah.
to dodge people out of the way. Yeah. Like take the blood falls.
Yeah. You haven't got that yet, but
No.
it will be amusing.
We have leveled up as well, so we have done that before.
Yeah, so they might be slightly less incompetent now.
I easily tell.
So yes, we begin with you, Ariel, are currently in the med bay. You're getting a good going over from Tabitha, who is busy, patching up your holes.
I'm getting a good going over, getting my holes patched up.
Yes, I did say that with as much innuendo as possible. So, as she works, she sort of mutters darkly to herself about the foolishness of jumping on explosives.
Oh, be quiet, Tabitha. It's not like I had a choice. These fools can block shit.
They're not actually in the room at the moment, for the record.
Well, those fools can block shit then.
The lack of somebody else to stand in the way of an explosion is not a good reason to get hit by one.
Oh, well, I would have thought so. Means I'm not getting hit.
True enough, but it would be making my life a lot easier if none of you were getting hit by flying shrapnel.
Well, I don't know. If he was dead, you wouldn't have to bother with him.
Granted. But admittedly, I have had to do a number of bits of dissection on this trip, and well, quite frankly, post-mortems bore me.
Oh, well, if you're getting bored of the ship, why not join us along the trips, Tabitha?
Because I like having my limbs attached, thank you very much.
She's not that ain't fun.
Also, she doesn't have a model yet. So,
We can make one.
No fourth wall
no,
breaking.
that's your engineer.
Oh, okay.
Get it right.
They haven't met
Sorry,
special
we have so
technology.
many tech briefs on our ship. Sorry.
Yeah, she's not a tech person.
Is you not?
No, she's just a med tech. Completely separate thing.
The more you know.
Yep.
Mhm.
Anyway. So yeah, you begin to work your way back up to the bridge now that you've had a chance to heal up. So
Cool,
again,
better.
all your fate points and your health points are all restored for anybody who lost any.
Yeah, that's me.
Shall I investigate of how this assassin tribe got on the ship?
You were able to determine quite quickly that he literally just walked on.
Right.
He was using some fairly swanky cloaking
Oh, yeah,
technology.
because he was invisible to us.
Yeah, to basically make himself invisible to the naked eye and to most technological senses. Literally, the only reason Gravane could see him is that Gravane's senses don't rely on the mundane, so he could just, he could see in the way he sees everything else.
Can I have a wander around the ship now that I'm well, just to try and get a better idea what might have happened?
Potentially, if you want to.
What should I use?
It would be investigation. You've got investigate.
Investigate. No, I can't see investigate on it.
It's in the first section.
I'd say it's quite a
Third one up.
Can't see investigate.
Oh no, that's interrogation.
That's interrogation.
I'm not very good at this.
Not perception.
Awareness.
Awareness is more sort of stuff that's just going on around you at that moment.
Evaluate my ship and my surroundings.
Yeah, you could probably call it that.
I definitely don't have investigation.
There's no skill for investigation.
Apparently there isn't. Okay, I could have sworn that was, but fair enough.
Probably
Yeah,
right
make
then.
an evaluate test then for me, please.
We should probably write that on somewhere and just say.
So it's intelligence of 2. I need 2 of this is 43. Okay. 32.
Cool. So yeah, you're able to figure out with reasonable surety the routes the assassin took, and yeah, they literally just walked in the door.
Once you ask questions.
You know, they clearly did a very good job of slipping through crew compartments because a lot of doors on Imperial ships are huge. So if there's only like 2 or 3 people going through them, there's plenty of room for an assassin to slip through, especially one who's that close to invisible.
To be fair, nobody saw it coming.
Exactly. Nobody was looking out for it. So I'm assuming Gromlix had the sense to put his security patrols on high alert because depressingly you're in charge of the ship's security.
Oh, yeah, we should. You let it go. Search the fucking ship, you useless fuck.
That's as good as your security demand's gonna get, Gromlix. You might as well get bloody sacked.
Dude, right, now, I fucking had enough of your shit.
I've almost
We're
died.
going to settle this
You're
into
like
the.
a
We are
fucking-
settling this
do
right
your
now.
job.
You shut
I
up.
pay you to do your job.
Amberly sort of calls out across the
Right,
bridge.
I want to sort this out. Now, I want to, in the ring, sort this
If you
out.
hadn't been so careless and dumb, I would have got hit by some shrapnel. Stupid oaf.
And if you were aware of your shit, you would have known.
None of us saw the assassin coming, and we have significantly improved our security since then. We are confident there
Have
is
you-
not another one on board. And technically, Spy Master, knowing such threats are coming is your responsibility.
Hey, there you
Yeah,
go.
okay.
Yeah, strap with a bit.
Yeah, but
I
your security.
suggest you leave it alone.
This isn't over. You dumb fuck.
So,
In
yeah.
the ring, if you will settle this right now, if you want, you want.
The ship suddenly jolts quite violently, enough that. The heck with it. Maybe some easy agility tests. So plus 20 agility tests.
Easy
please.
agility test.
Agility, I 33.
So plus 20.
Got 26.
Yeah, you're absolutely fine.
I got a 7.
Yeah, you're fine.
4.
Okay, you're all fine. Despite the sudden jolt, you're all able to comfortably maintain your feet, and none of you.
What's that? Is that another bomb on our ship?
No, that's just the warp doing its thing. So,
Backhander.
Oh, a block.
With my power fist on. Oh, joke.
I'm gonna say, don't make that canon, guys. Please don't kill each other's PCs.
Oh, that'd be funny though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'll be alright now.
It
I'm
would,
still
but then, yeah,
backhanding out without the power field on.
I mean, you do know how big and cumbersome and bulky power fists are, right?
He needs a power fist up his arse.
I mean,
No comment.
yeah, Carl and
Yeah,
I
let's
both
continue.
think the same thing at the moment.
Can I check the... So, can I be at my station checking...
You can be. I mean, the problem is at the moment you don't have terribly much to do purely because while you're in the warp, the ship's sensors don't work worth a damn.
Also, I'm not in charge of sensors around, like...
Real space sensors, yes, but while you're in the warp, that's the navigator's job.
Right, okay.
Basically.
But we just exited out, right?
No, you're still in.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were...
Is there any body parts or anything left over from the assassin? No.
Very thorough. It's clear whoever installed the charges in them knew exactly where to put them to blow in to so many bits that you know.
So they actually like embedded in the assassin's body. So he was built to
It's
Yeah.
basically a, you know, like...
the walking time bomb.
Pretty much. It's like your mission is
Paranoid.
done. Self-detonate. Destroy all evidence of who you
That-
are.
Is that a
I don't know
living
what I'm paranoid
creature?
about.
It was a heavily cybernetically modified human.
Right, okay.
What paranoid does
Yeah.
is.
Do I need to set what I'm paranoid about with it? So I'll thought about that debate.
Oh no, sorry, I'm just.
Paranoia. Paris gets +2 bonus on initiative rolls, and the Jew may secretly test his perception and notice hidden threats. The price of eternal vigilance is a twitchy disposition and an inability to relax.
Just do anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So you gain +2 on initiative rolls, and every so often I might sort of roll some dice to see if you'll notice anything extra because you're paranoid. So as the ship jars around you, Amberly sort of sits in her command throne and sort of pulls it down and presses a button on her command throne, and you can hear a vox link open.
Robert's just on his step there.
Engineering report. Why are our Gellerfields not operating at maximum capacity?
Oh, fuck.
As she sort of listens for a reply, she sort of flinches away from her console as a harsh blast of binaric cant comes out of it.
Oh, we're fucked. There's someone on the ship.
No, that's just a tech priest.
Alright.
Binaric cant is a language commonly used by the tech priests, and they have a bad habit of forgetting that non-modified
Can
people
I
can't.
understand
Can you?
that?
No, I've got traders count.
Language. Binary.
Yeah, so you understand it, and it's literally a long technical explanation of why the Gellerfields aren't operating at maximum capacity. Because Binaric's a very efficient language, but it basically, to an unaugmented human, it sounds. Well, you know the sound of an old modem trying to connect to the internet?
Oh, dial up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
imagine that coming out of a human larynx.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that. Don't tell him.
Yeah. She sort of flinches away as it, leans back in. In Gothic, please, Engine Seer. She listens to a sort of quiet report that you can't really hear, and then slumps back in a chair. You three
What be the matter, Captain?
have more experience in this techno-theocracy business than I do. Go down to the engine arm for me. See if you can get an aspect to car to give me more status report I can actually understand. And the ship shakes again around you. And see if you can reinforce the Gellerfields anymore. I preferred if my ship didn't shake apart.
I feel like something's going on here with this ship. Have we been someone's set us up, haven't they?
I mean, warp travel is not exactly safe, because you're basically punching a hole through, hell to all intents and purposes and flying through it.
Okay.
And if that Gellerfield's not demons.
Yeah, the best description I've heard is the Gellerfield is basically like walking through a dark room and trying to be as quiet as possible about it.
Well, I've got tech use on here, so when I go down there, can I use that to see what's happening?
Potentially.
Cool.
So,
This is why you need an orc to be on the ship.
no, because orcs don't use Gellerfields, they just they just use War energy, which has a similar effect, except it's more like running through the room, screaming and waving a big axe and daring anything to get near you.
Well, this kind of
So, you guys head out
Sorry.
So, you guys head out to the engine arm. The corridors are very classic Imperial design, lots of wide archways. Various crew members are going about their business. Many of them sort of stop to salute you or make other gestures of respect.
Hey.
And you very quickly reach the tram system that runs basically down the central spine of the ship. You call for a car, and it takes all about 2 minutes for one to turn up.
Is it a Lamborghini?
No, it's a tram car.
Oh.
Oh, we've got a mascot.
Yeah. Can't believe I actually wrote stats for this cat.
This cat has stats now, folks.
You realise that doesn't mean it can die.
Die, bitch. You can reincarnate it, because it's going to turn up every time.
Yeah, this is true.
Bionic
That's
and shit.
Oh yeah, it's currently
Yeah.
got bionics,
Oh, yeah.
which I find amusing.
Groblik no good. Groblik allergic to cat.
Oh, you didn't take... You haven't tasted
We
me.
didn't buy any.
Didn't buy any, no. So if you see this guy scratching, he's not allergic to cats, he's just got fleas.
And if he keels over and dies, we'll probably put that on the reel.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys.
So he was never here.
I just look like I've been watching Titanic and crying. That's all right, yeah.
So, you hop into the tram, and running the length of a 2 kilometre long starship takes a fair chunk of time. But after a little while, the tram slows to a halt. Purely due to your rank as senior members of the crew, basically you get priority transport. So there's probably a lot of people who have places to be who are just waiting for the tram and just go zip past them. Just these senior officers. Oh.
Right. Okay.
Because you're vastly more important than they are.
Of course.
You go from fairly near the front of the ship right the way to its rear, near the engine section. And when you get there, you step out onto a vast concourse that overlooks the central engine arm. The room is hundreds of meters square. There are literally thousands of people around the base, mulling around performing God knows what tasks. Some of them are augmented tech priests. The vast majority of them are just human labourers or servitors. And stood above them all on a raised dais that allows them to see the entire room is the ship's Engineer Prime, Astra Takar. This model is just there.
I speak in binary.
You're still a fair distance above.
Alright, when I get closer.
Yeah. And again, the one thing I will say about Astra Takar is you have no idea what gender they are. Because
Not important.
they've had so many cybernetic modifications that it's basically impossible to tell at this point.
So this.
On the rare occasions that they refer to themselves, they do use, they refer to themselves as a they. But,
Okay. So we're like walking up to them now.
You're currently sort of fairly far above them, so if you're up here, the floor's here, and he's up here.
Oh, right.
There,
Okay.
sort of there.
So like a lift or something.
So you can, even from up there, you can see this sort of massively hunched figure, just sending out constant binary commands to others in the department. The noise in the engine room is absolutely staggeringly loud.
Speak up!
A lot of these unaugmented human labourers are probably going to go deaf fairly quickly. This is like standing next to the speakers in your average nightclub all day.
I can see the tech priest down there. I'm not staying here long.
What?
We're not going to stay here long.
Turn it off!
What? I'm down here, you sharks! Fucking talk to me!
Yeah, so the three of you get on the lift, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah. And it sort of rattles its way down. And
This thing
eventually,
needs fixing.
it's fine. It's a health and safety nightmare, but that's pretty bog standard for the Imperium. I don't think the Imperium's ever heard of a safety officer. Well, unless you count the man.
There, he's just in the gears.
Unless you count the man who goes around making sure all the safeties on the guns are off. The lift stops on the same level as Astra Takar's platform, and you're able to walk out onto a gantry that is level with their position.
Has he got like a computer screen and things that dials?
He's got all sorts of dials and monitors and stuff around him on this raised platform, and he's
That's
also got a bunch of mechadendrites, which are for your benefit. They're cybernetic limbs, effectively, that sort of take Doc Ock? Spider-Man?
Oh, right, yeah.
Similar basic principle, except most of these ended data ports, so these actually got plugged into consoles around and things like that, physically connected to the ship.
So can I use tech keys straight away just to find out an answer quickly without having to deal with him?
This is way beyond your technical.
I'm going to speak to him in binary and ask him what happened.
At the moment, he's not. You're still sort of on a gantry over here, and he's in a raised platform. He sort of turns to look at you, or the silver mask that he uses instead of a face turns to look at you, and a gantry sort of extends out from the wall to enable you to get close enough to actually talk to him. When you get close enough, he just looks at you and just says, "State reason for your presence."
Captain, send me. Find out what's happening.
Nothing unusual is happening. The ship is operating
Binary,
within expected
I'm just going to
parameters.
say, ignore her. So, what did you say? Nothing.
Nothing is unusual. The ship is operating within expected parameters.
So, is there any way that we can reinforce the ship? The Gallowfield, sorry.
Yellowfield reinforcement is possible, but would require deviation from optimized ship operations.
Okay.
Transfer of power required from other sections.
Yeah. Our lady says this is a must. We need to reinforce our Gallowfield so the ship doesn't shake apart.
Ship compromise unlikely.
Yeah. Well, our lady demands this.
Make a logic test.
What's the logic?
Because logic is what you are using on it here, rather than you're not trying to charm them into doing what you want. You're basically just saying, here's why we need to do it.
That's a 91.
The logic is flawed.
I'm going to intimidate the next time. In that case.
You could fate point it.
Just say, okay,
Not
but
worth it.
why can you not change the parameters on this?
Parameter change accessible and easily possible.
Can you
However,
understand binary?
Are you talking in binary?
Yes.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Oh, that's
You can't
alright.
He swapped to binary.
Oh, you didn't state that.
I did.
He did.
Did you? Okay.
Okay.
You could-
In binary, I'm going to threaten them. Like, you will do this, or I'll be chucking you out of the next airlock.
Please fail. I want to see.
Oh, please knock him out.
11.
Oh!
fair enough. He stares at you for a moment and says, threats of violence, unnecessary, will exceed to captain's wishes,
And,
will transfer power from secondary life support systems.
and
Is
also,
this suitable?
yes, and also, when you report our lady, please speak in normal, low graphic.
Very well. I will accommodate the flaws of the crew.
Pleasure doing business with you. Praise to the officer.
Praise be to the omnicide.
What have you just said to that tech priest?
Called you a slut.
Excuse me. I will have you demoted if you do not tell me
You
what
can
you
do
just said.
no.
That.
Called you a slut. We just had a full-on rant about it.
Really?
Wait, 2 seconds. We just had a full-on rant about it.
Right, I will have you thrown off this ship. Have you sorted out the parameters?
Yes, because he agrees that Yes, because he agrees that you're a fucking bitch and he feels sorry for me.
Anyone would feel sorry for you.
Yes, because I have to work the fucking year.
Has our objective mission been accomplished?
What?
What?
Come here.
As you guys bicker, Azra Takal just kind of looks at you with his slightly creepy silver mask, and just says, Yellowfield reinforcement will be
Is
commenced.
he in binary or?
No, this is in Gothic, because he wants to make sure that all three of you understand, because he literally can't be asked with all of your shit, because he's got more important things to be doing. This engine is holy to him, and he really can't stand the bickering in here. Yes, as you sort of, begin to turn, you hear him say something else.
What was that?
The captain chases ghosts.
What do you
Do
mean?
try to ensure they don't chase you back.
What do you mean by that? Don't speak in riddles. Speak plainly.
No statement was made.
You literally just made a statement about ghosts following the captain.
This statement was not made by me.
Well, who did make the statement then, if it was not you?
He just stares at
Not
you
gonna
completely
lie,
blankly,
mate.
and given that the dude has a silver face mask, he can do a really good blank stare.
Tech use. Interrogation? No, I don't have that. Inquiry, I've got 2.
You can try.
Okay, so fellowship of 45. I'm going to say I'm gonna demand answers. Explain yourself. Why the sudden cryptic messages?
Did he actually say that? Or
Oh,
was that
53.
No. It definitely came from
From him.
Azra Takal's body.
Right.
53. Can I evaluate his body?
I mean, do you have any tech-related knowledge.
So apart from tech use, I have.
Because tech use is basically the 40k equivalent of you know how to use an iPad. Basically.
Let's have a look. Forbidden law, pirates and architect.
Probably
Mechanicus.
forbidden law archaeotech knowledge.
Okay, so intelligence of 1. Oh no, it's 243. Oh, 72.
You can definitely tell that some of the cybernetic components that Astrotakar has had added to their body are definitively non-Mechanicus standard, but none of them look particularly unusual for weird stuff that tech priests jam into their bodies sometimes.
I'm glad I didn't have any of that. Fucking upgrade.
You can't really tell if there's any biological matter left in there at all, quite frankly, because it's covered in so much armor plating and cybernetics that, for all you know, that could just be upgraded in a jar somewhere inside there.
Actually, I can spend 1 fate point to auto succeed at any law or logic test.
You can.
Add 1 bonus degree of success to any successful commerce, inquiry, or evaluate test as well.
Yep.
I'm going to spend a fate point.
Cool. You spend a fate point and you rack your brains for a minute until you begin to recognize some of the components. Most of them are, again, what you would expect to see in a tech priest, but some of them look a lot older. Most likely, some of them are distinctly suspect, Mechanicus-wise. They're not exactly tech heresy, but they skirt the line. If he was on a more puritanical Forge world, he might be in trouble.
Tell me, tech priest, where did you acquire your limbs from?
The gifts of the Omnissiah are acquired where they are required.
Would you not argue that yours are borderline heretic?
Knowledge is the Omnissiah's gift. To refuse to use knowledge that is granted is the only true heresy.
So I would like knowledge on the riddle you just gave me then.
It did not give you a riddle.
Who did then?
He gives you a very blank stare, and you can tell you're not going to get anything out of him on this point.
Well, I intimidate. Can I intimidate him?
You've just tried that.
I didn't do intimidate.
You still...
You just did.
He's absolutely trying to intimidate people, in spite of the fact that I've checked. She cannot get any skill in intimidate because she's the Seneschal class. At no point can she get
Yeah,
intimidate.
there's a tick there.
You've got 1 tick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
Every
get
time you use it.
you can't get it trained at all.
That's why I've got a tick there.
Okay, half your strength then, please.
38. What's half of 38?
19.
Oh,
No, that's right.
That's a fail. That's a
Yeah, he
drastic.
passed his willpower test, so no.
God damn it!
You're not very good at this.
It's almost like-
apparently from my
It's
class,
almost like
I
this is a
can't
character who's intended to be a bit mysterious or something.
I
just point to the nearest airlock. Thank you. We'll go there.
My value to this ship is far greater than yours, squat.
Oh.
Hold me back, move.
Oh.
Hold me back.
Hold
Hold me,
him
yeah,
back,
yeah.
Luther.
Fucking scrap metal, yeah.
Can I pick him up and try and calm him down?
What does cryptology do?
It's codes and knowledge and that kind of stuff.
Does anyone can use that to decipher his riddle? No. Okay.
Because again,
Let's see who's
it wasn't exactly a riddle, it was a warning.
So can you repeat the warning again?
The captain chases ghosts. Do try to ensure they don't chase you back.
Maybe ghosts refers to like a
I
tribe.
don't know, he's trying to keep me back at the moment.
I love how much you're overthinking this.
Is Luther picking me up or what?
I mean, do you want to actually try and pick him up? Because that's definitely a strength test.
I will try and pick him up just to try and calm him down.
Okay, roll me strength and see what happens.
It's a 13.
Cool. I mean, he's not very heavy. You're able to comfortably lift him up.
Fire!
Just under the arms.
Right on that.
Especially since he's only got little legs.
Just calm down, my
Maybe a
friend.
willpower test to try and calm down, please.
Just calm down, please. Please don't fail this.
60.
Okay. 60 or
That
is it?
was 60.
Oh yeah, it's 60.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
I can see
ooh,
this-
no, 9. 9?
9.
Where's the
Oh,
dog?
60. Sorry.
That is 60, yeah. But yeah, okay, so yeah. You're still having a bit of a fit, but yeah.
You're the spotlight of a piece of shit, yeah.
Oh,
Bromley,
Fuck
calm down.
The gantry you're on just begins to retract away from you as you clearly get
I
more
run
into
and jump
conversation.
onto the other end.
You can't still carry
Still
you.
got you. You'll
Knock
have to
him
try and
out.
break.
Can I just put my back up around my some shit?
You can try and break free.
Yeah.
That's weapon skill opposed against each other,
I
please.
want to
Weapon
break
skills
free.
against one another.
Yeah,
Or is
so
it-
you basically you both roll, then it's how many degrees of success you get based on your weapon skills.
15.
Yeah, okay, that's about 4 degrees of success. He's probably going to break free.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
can
able
we
to
make
break
him
free.
so he falls off the gantry and
I
then
wanna
he
run
catch
and
him up again?
By this point, the gantry has retracted a good solid 4 meters. You cannot jump that far. If you try and jump, you're just going to fall and break both your legs. And Tabitha's not going to be happy with you if she has to rebuild your legs. Also, that's about the half-hour mark, so while he decides what he's going to do as part of his fit, I think that's a good point to end this part. So,
Bromley, let's go
thank
get
you
a
very much
pint.
for watching, and we will see you in the next.
Let's scrap it up, piece of shit, yeah. Oh, I'll be right here, right there. Yeah, fucking can.